Who should be making a guest appearance on Legacies? Which original star was once a human and is now a witch? And how did Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley really feel about the original spin-off? Hi, I'm Janet. Let's jump right in. Charles Michael Davis. You either loved or hated Marcel Gerard, the devilishly handsome party boy who wreaked havoc in New Orleans. Charles himself has had quite the career. Prior to landing his role on the originals, he had recurring roles in TV hits like Switched at Birth and Grey's Anatomy. And since leaving the show, he hasn't shown signs of slowing down at all. In 2019, he joined ABC's show For the People in the role of Ted, an investigator for the Public Defender's Office. Sounds a bit boring compared to Marcel, right? And the show was swiftly canceled. But that didn't dampen Charles's career. He played Zane, a charming and ambitious young publisher, in season 4 of the series Younger, and has become a series regular. And he landed the recurring role of Blair Williams, a campaign specialist, in the 6th season of Chicago PD. And most recently, Charles garnered a main role in NCIS New Orleans as Quentin Carter, the former Marine turned special agent. Looks like his acting career has taken off. But did you know that Charles also dabbled in directing during his time on the originals and was praised by his co-stars? Phoebe Tonkin said in an interview with EW that Charles is incredibly focused even though he's wearing both actor and director hats. And he has a really great knack for giving great direction while still respecting that he's working alongside us as an actor. Talented guy. Phoebe Tonkin. Speaking of Phoebe, the Australian-born beauty has also had a pretty hectic life. Since leaving the role of Haley, the werewolf turned hybrid and mother of Klaus's daughter, she got the role of Delphine in season 4 of The Affair opposite Dominic West. And she has also starred in an Australian web series called Bloom, as well as the Australian thriller series Safe Harbor. Phoebe is also passionate about behind-the-camera work, and in 2020, she wrote and directed a short film titled Furlough. That's exciting! Phoebe's personal life also has been very busy, as she recently confirmed to fans that she is dating the lead singer of the band, Phantom Planet, Alex Greenwald. She took to social media to post a picture of themselves kissing while wearing masks. Check it out! Even though Haley's character was killed off the originals, there is still hope that she could make an appearance in the spin-off Legacies. Maybe Hope has a vision of her dead mother. It is nothing but speculation right now. But if you're missing Phoebe on your screens, you can catch her in season 3 of Westworld. And what about Phoebe's longtime friend, Claire Holt? Claire Holt. Before appearing as Rebecca Michelson, aka the original sister, Claire, who is also an Aussie native, starred alongside Phoebe Tonkin in a series called H2O, Just Add Water. The girls have known one another for almost 15 years. Wow! Claire has been extra busy, not only after the originals ended, but also during. This would account for her rather sporadic appearances in the show. Claire had a lot of side hustles happening at the time, which included ABC's Doomsday and NBC's Aquarius. She also starred in the feature thriller 47 Meters Down. Claire also had a lead role in the film The Divorce Party. As for the future, well, Claire has 2 upcoming films, both currently in post-production. One is an untitled horror movie, and another is called Painted Beauty, in which she stars alongside Bai Ling. As for Claire's personal life, well, it's had its ups and downs. She divorced Matthew Kaplan, producer and CEO of Ace Entertainment, after only a year of marriage, and a few months later announced her engagement to real estate executive Andrew Joblon. The two are now happily married with 2 children, James and Elle. You'll be glad to know that Phoebe and Claire still hang out. The 2 old friends recently got together to reminisce about old days and catch up. Claire's husband Andrew posted this cute picture on his Instagram, while Claire got nostalgic about her time on the originals. With the caption, "Are photo dumps still a thing? Togs edition." Cute. Danielle Rose Russell. Rebecca's beloved niece, Hope Michelson, the teenage daughter of Klaus and Haley, is an extremely powerful supernatural. She's a vampire, a witch, and a werewolf, which is epic and obviously deserved its own series altogether. But before her lead role on Legacies, Danielle had a major movie role playing Bradley Cooper's daughter Grace in the film Aloha. She appeared in several other films and series, including The Last Tycoon. Legacies is in its 3rd season and going strong, and Danielle shows no signs of slowing down. She was even nominated for a Teen Choice Award for Best Sci-Fi Fantasy TV Actress. Danielle has recently been outspoken about her struggles being a woman in the film industry and the effect it has had on her body image. In an interview with Distractify, she said she wants to inspire women all around the world, stating, "Feeling empowered to be a woman is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, and do not let anyone tell you otherwise." She also recently posted a mask photo dump from behind the scenes on Legacies. How awesome! If you were wondering, Danielle isn't the only Danielle from the original cast. Stay tuned to find out more. Danielle Campbell. Davina Claire was another powerful witch who was always trying to take down the originals and eventually fell in love with one. Danielle has been adding to her already impressive resume since she left the originals. She even starred opposite the Vampire Diaries star Paul Wesley in a show called Tell Me a Story. The CBS show was created by Kevin Williamson, who was actually the co-creator of the Vampire Diaries. The show is an anthology of some of the world's favorite fairy tales, with a dark twist. Danielle plays Kayla Powell in a modern-day retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. The actress has made many other TV appearances, including a stint on Alive in Denver, as well as movie credits such as Shrimp and Ghostlight. Danielle, who previously dated One Direction's Louis Tomlinson, has recently been linked to her originals co-star, Colin Waddell. She posted a picture for his birthday captioned, "Happy birthday, baby." So the rumors are definitely true. Leah Pipes. Camille O'Connell, or Cammy, may have been a bartender with a psychology degree who is caught up in the world of the supernatural in the French Quarter. But Leah hasn't strayed too far from that supernatural world since leaving the show. She had a recurring role in the first season reboot of the CW's Charmed as Fiona Callahan, and this time she's an actual witch. She also made an appearance in the holiday romantic comedy, A Beauty and the Beast Christmas. Speaking of romance, Leah sadly filed for divorce from her husband, A.J. Trouth, after nearly 5 years of marriage. The two met when they were teenagers, and both were Disney alums. The reason for their split is still unclear. As for leaving her role on the originals and the shock of her character's death, Leah said to EW, "I cried the entire table read, kind of uncontrollably. I was trying to keep it under wraps, but I really couldn't." Aww. And no one loved Cammy more than the inimitable Klaus Michelson. But more about him later. As for now, you can catch Leah as Molly on the series 911 and in the 2020 film Exploited. Daniel Gillies. Someone else who has been keeping himself exceptionally busy is the most honorable Michelson, Elijah. Spending 1,000 years trying to keep your family together can be quite grueling. But that didn't slow Daniel down. While filming the originals, Daniel appeared in NBC's Saving Hope, and not long after the end of the show, he appeared in the Netflix original, Virgin River. He played Mark Monroe, the dead husband of Mel. Did you know that this is not the first time Daniel Gillies has starred alongside Martin Henderson? In 2004, Martin and Daniel starred in the Hollywood-Bollywood romantic comedy, Bride and Prejudice, opposite Bollywood superstar Aishwarya Rai Bachchan. Small world. Most recently, Daniel stars as Mandrake in the 2021 thriller, Coming Home in the Dark. A lot has changed in Daniel's personal life as well. After 15 years of marriage, Daniel and She's All That star, Rachel Lee Cook, filed for divorce in 2020. The couple have 2 children, Charlotte and Theodore, which they share joint custody of. According to a statement they put out, they mutually decided to separate as a couple. Daniel has a new girlfriend, Julia Masaki, who he recently made Instagram official when he posted a picture of the two on his stories. Daniel even drew a heart on the picture of him, right next to the model and cellist, while she laid her head on his shoulder. Super sweet, right? Joseph Morgan. The original hybrid and self-proclaimed king of the French Quarter was none other than Klaus Michelson. Klaus began as the arrogant know-it-all, but found redemption through the series when he sacrificed his life for his daughter Hope. Joseph admits that he wanted Klaus to die in a blaze of glory, killed by Elijah in a giant sword fight. And basically, that's what happened, but in a much more somber manner. As for Joseph, after leaving the beloved role on the show, he started his own production company with his wife, Persia White. They met on the set of The Vampire Diaries, where she played Bonnie Bennett's mother, Abby. Their production company, called Night Owl Productions, has released a number of short films, including their latest film, Carousel, that was directed by Joseph himself. The film was co-written and stars his wife, Persia.
We both secretly always had a goal to create film and to be on the other side, not always just being a performer in a project. It's pretty exciting.
Before the originals, Joseph starred in a number of films and television series, including the film Immortals alongside Superman himself, Henry Cavill. He was even ranked number 84 on the list of 2011's sexiest men. Joseph's future looks just as bright with appearances in the series Brave New World and the 4th season of Animal Kingdom. Joseph has nothing but love for the Vampire Diaries universe, and it seems so do his former castmates Ian Somerhalder and Paul Wesley. When asked how they felt about the original spin-off, the Salvatore brothers admitted that they were bitter, not for the reason you might think. To them, it meant losing an insanely beautiful actor like Joseph Morgan. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever heard? We ship this bromance. Want to find out more about the original's cast? Watch our other videos about their real-life partners. Subscribe, stay tuned, and stay awesome.